sorry, principal Eddie. I'm sorry, my heads of units. I'm sorry, station chair, members of the cabinet, Waritu, Grace Zalpani, Grace Chareka, Grace Senge, Watungamiri Wese, Fanabatati, Chika, and children that take chase, Anapa, my students, Muneurongo, Amina, who is the school captains, any arrangements for the leadership positions. I greet you in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Standing here, I am very aware that it is an arena, also an arena of education. And here, this department represents, this is the epitome of what goes on here in terms of education. I'm not saying anything new, but to say that every educated person will have his or her own niche in society by virtue of that understanding. Now, this arena, this is an area of creativity. I remember very well when we were asked during my undergraduate studies to show some creativity. And what the professor did after giving us some set of books to read, he then asked us to tell him what we were going to do, which is very new. We didn't want anything we had already done sometime. I think I chose a poem or something like that. I don't know what I really wrote. But I remember he said, oh, you tried. You can probably write a poem, something. He was very humble, not to put me down very much. Here is an area where you show creativity. It can be in music, it can be in any other form. Try it out. Life out there is waiting for people who will be able to explore and come out with new things. As you see, the environment seems to be quiet and silent, but a lot of interesting things are out there. And I think you have seen many, some who are not much outside of your generation, who are doing very nice things, which are really puzzling and amazing when we see what they are trying to do. Advancement and any form of development requires that the people of that society must stretch their minds beyond the common horizon so that you are able to interact with an area which is not yet familiar yet, and then you come out with new things. You hear people saying inventing the wheel. It means someone invented the wheel for the first time. And you know this saying, necessity is the mother of invention. When you see a problem, you encounter a problem, I think you learn about this. Never say, I don't know how to do this, or I have to stop from doing this. Just say, well, if I put it aside, after lunch or whatever, I'll come back to it. I'll come back to this challenge and find out how it can be resolved. That way, you do have development in a society. Never you think that there are people who are going to feel sorry for African people. Never. They'll just advance and say if they want to stay where they are, they might as well stay there. We have to invent. We don't have to start where these other cultures are. Start using what we have in our environment and come up with new methods. You are being taught as teachers. Sooner or later, we need to hear that one of you have discovered the best method of teaching whatever physics or whatever course it may be. It is very possible. I remember some years ago when the Nyadire Mission was known for a particular set of teaching, a theory, which was called the Nyadire method. We want to hear where you will be teaching as a former student of Nyadire College, that you have come up with a certain method which you will put in writing to explain your theory of discovery. Never you'll be satisfied for passing an exam. An exam is just a first step to launch yourself and your mind ahead beyond the foreseeable horizon of life. With these words, I encourage you to pursue your education diligently, urgently, and with perseverance. Thank you very much.